Hi everyone, it's a real pleasure your interest in our research, and we would like to invite you to become an active collaborator in Outnet. Well, we are going to show you the need of teach using collective intelligence paradigm. Today, new educational models are necessary to adapt learning environment to the digital shared communication and information reality. Collective intelligence is an emerging field that already has a significant impact in many areas and will have great implications in education, not only from the side of new technology, but also as challenge for education, currently more focused on the individual than in the collective. We propose an approach to a collective intelligence model of teaching using Internet to combine two strategies. The first one, idea management, and the second, the real-time assessment in the class. A digital tool named Fabricius has been created supporting these two elements to foster the collaboration, empowerment, and engagement of students in the learning process. Well, now the question is, what is Fabricius? Fabricius is a research project focused on the creation of tools to support education of innovation. This research intersects three emerging areas: practice of innovation, personal innovation network, and college intelligent education. The combination of these three areas generates the kinds of methods and strategies needed to train in design and develop of new products and services. Taking means this definition, we are create the Fabricius application. Then, Fabricius application might be defined as a digital tool for a teaching method that enables each student individually and collectively, in synchronous or asynchronous mode, work with the production and filtering of ideas, actively participate in the assessment of the work done by all the students. Moreover, the tool collects data of the teaching process that one analyzing from a pattern recognition model allows understanding the behavior and level of learning of the student. As a result of the pattern recognition obtained during the use of the platform, the design of the practice might be improved for the next application. Now, we are going to show how does it work. Well, Fabricius combines the individual and collective work and its components by three main elements. The three main elements are base idea, get score, and minimum. Where base idea lets work with individual and collective production of ideas, management of the process of proposing, voting, and ranking ideas. It can be used in synchronous or asynchronous mode. Well, get score. Get score is related with collective in real-time assessment. Individual as well as collective work of the student can be assessed during the class from an asynchronous real-time collective voting. And minimum. Minimum is the component for pattern recognition and forecasting of individual and collective behavior. The chart created by the student using this idea IGES score incorporates individual and collective data that conventional trading through data mining technique might reflect the behavior of the student and learning process. This component is related with the application. However, we have a complete teaching model that we show follow. Takeoff. The practice begins with a takeoff session that is composed of statements of practice and lecture, word with to-dos 1, 2, until n, and this use best idea. To-dos are consecutive and each to-do exactly fair is based on the result obtained in the previous one. All to-dos follow the same circle. First one, students propose ideas individually. Second, group both ideas in order to prioritize. And third, winning ideas. One or more are inspiration for the next to-do. The next stage is ideas. Considering what has been learned with the work done during takeoff, each student individually proposes ideas for the key to-do. The participants in the class will vote all ideas proposed by their classmates. Students of the class will be randomly assigned to vote ideas of any group participant, except their own group. At the end of stage 2, there exists a list of individual ideas ordered according to the relative values voted by the participants. The next one is the concept. The list of prioritized ideas from stage 2 is the departing point for the collective generator of a concept to solve the last to-do. Each group will use the same strategy, proposing as many items as the group decides. A concept is gradually elaborated. At the end of the stage 3, the group of students has collectively create the ideas and items that will allow proposing and defending a final concept. Let's note that the contributions of the students are not symmetric. The next stage is the knowledge. Each practice consists of the application of some particular content, theory, or technique that has been introduced with a lecture and the activities during the takeoff stage. Each student or group is asked to contribute with original knowledge about the content of the practice. Original knowledge might come in the form of interested people that have applied the content of the practice, or products and services or kind of organization that highlight the content. The student or group gets extra points when the proposal has been approved by the expert and is voted by the classmates in the assessment stage. The next stage is delivery. In this stage, the group of students defend their final concept for the practice and their classmates and experts assess in real time the concept presented. As said before, the concept responds to the last to-do of the practice. As a result of this assessment, each group has a score, but each student that has both has also an individual score depending on the accuracy of the judgment. The expert assessment method is presented to follow. First, During the class, the group of students present and defend their work in relation to the project now ongoing as part of the training process. The professor or group of professors discuss about the project is right or no. It is supposed that the students attend during the discussion of each project. But what happens often that students are more aware of their own project that they are going to present than the project of their peers. Now, here is where get score application entering the class. After the public discussion, the professor or professor gives a qualitative rank to the work presented by the student, and the same happens to all of the students in the class. The professor places quotation, and the student and everybody in the class might compare its score with the score of the expert and the other classmates. With this result, each student takes a particular evolution during the course. Well, with the data generated for all the states, Minion is used to analyze and evaluate the behavior of the students and the class. The main elements that are measured during the execution of the practice are so individual performance is a measure individual the contribution during take-off idea and concept. Individual knowledge catching measure individual accuracy of get score judgment. Growth dynamics measure evolution of level of consensus among the group members during college activity, also the patterns of group behavior. Collective group performance score partially corrected with score from classmates. At the end of each practice, the student can access to all the measures and assessments available. With the list of essays developed in Fabricium, has been possible to extract some patterns from the data and consequently propose a set of teaching key performance indicators that could help to measure aspects related with collective intelligence. Now, you can see the case indicator about the collective intelligence, value from ideas, accuracy in assessment, value for collecting work, in self-assessment accuracy. This indicator has been classified in individual and collective. This is a short example about that the collective intelligence using internet tools can be used in the teaching process. Well, now I would like to show you some educational features about Fabricius platform. Fabricius led full control about the group work during all the stages of the practice. The work done by a student in the project is converted in case examples of the context. Systematic real-time assessment of the content. Online serious game using competition motivation strategy. Engagement and participation during the class, empowerment and participation during all the process, and faster recognition and forecasting for the next class. Also, we had some technical features about the platform. Distributed architecture based in is OA paradigm, real-time assessment, web embedded, easy configuration for new institutions and experts, online statistical analysis, simulation over prediction and forecasting. Our discussion is about the internet tools with solid intelligence. Therefore, Fabricius makes it feasible to apply a level of transparency and participation in teaching learning process that facilitates collective intelligence. Fabricius allows the real-time calculation of CTA that encourages the coming of a student in learning process. Therefore, we conclude that this kind of tool effectively facilitates open management of ideas and real-time collaborative assessment of work done in the class. Thank you for your attention. If you want more information about our research, you can get it in http huntingmammoth.com